Today's outline of the class is modeling. What do you mean by modeling? What is the purpose of the modeling? What are the types of models? So models is nothing but to describe system from different viewpoints. There are different viewpoints there. So model to describe the system from different viewpoints. So main is describing the system. So model is an abstraction of something for the purpose of understanding it before building it. So it is abstraction, short form of something for the purpose of understanding it before the building it. Model omits the non-essential details. It is easier to manipulate than the original entity. Abstraction is a fundamental human capability that deals with the complexity. To build a complex system, the developer must abstract different views of the system. So for building the calculator system, so there are different models for the calculator. Addition is the one model, subtraction is the another models, and all the models combined to build a model. So to build a complex system, the developer must abstract different view of the system, build a models using precise notation, verify that models satisfy the requirements of the system, whether the developed model that satisfy the requirements, suppose addition model, it gives the correct addition or not, and gradually add details to transfer the models into an implementation. So system designer build many kinds of model for various purposes. I already told you, subtraction model for subtraction purposes, addition model for addition purposes. So system designer build many kinds of models for various purposes before constructing the things. So there are different types of examples are given here. Architectural model to show the customers. So customer can see that architectural model, airplane scale model for wind tunnel test, pencil sketches for composition of oil painting. So oil painting purpose, first you have to sketch it through a pencil. So pencil sketches for composition of oil painting, blueprint of machine parts, storyboards of advertisement, and outline of the book. The models serve several purposes. So these are the purposes of the models. So testing a physical entity before building it, communication with the customer, model can communicate with the customers, visualization, a reduction of the complexity. These are the four models serve several purposes. First purpose is testing a physical entity before building it. So physical models can be simulated in computer. This simulation is cheaper and provides information that is too fielding or inaccessible to be measured from physical model. Both physical models and computer models are usually cheaper than building a complete system and enable early correction of the flow. So early correction of the flow, so testing a physical entity before building it. So the next type is communication with customer. The models are mock-up to demonstrate to the customer a product or systems by imitating some or all of the external behavior of the system. For communication with the customer purpose, the model can also use. Visualization, models visualize the flow of ideas, thereby allowing for changes before implementing the system. Before implementing the system, so it checks the flow of ideas, whether it is correct or not, or suppose it is wrong flow, then once again it modify it, implement it. So models visualize the flow of ideas, thereby allowing for changes before implementing the system. So last purpose is reduction of complexity. The main reason for modeling, which incorporate all the previous reason, is deal with a system that are too complex to understand directly. Suppose the complex system you cannot understand directly, the human mind can cope with only limited amount of information at a one time. So model reduce complexity by separating out small number of important things to deal with at a time. By building a small models and each model separation, models reduce the complexity. How? By separating out a small number of important things. Addition is one model, subtraction is another model, deal with at a time. So it reduce the complexity. And there are three types of the models, and each model describe a system from its own viewpoints. So there are three types of models and it describes the system from its own viewpoint. Each model applies during all stages of the software development and acquire details as development progress. So types of the models, one is class model, state model and interaction model. What are three types? We see one by one. The first one is a class model for the object in a system and their relationship. So what are the relationships between each object? That it shows the class model. The goal is constructing the class model to capture those concepts from the real world that are important to an application. So class model describe the static structure of the objects in a system and their relationship. It also represents the static, structural and data aspect of the system. And the class model also describes the structure of the object in a system. So structure of the object in a system means their object identity and their relationship to other object, their attributes, what are the attributes of that object, and their operations. So it defines the context of software development, the inverse of discourse. It contains the class diagram. The class diagram is a graph and whose nodes are classes and whose arcs are relationship among the classes. So the class model is an object in a system and their relationship. It's mainly describe the static structure of object in a system. The second type of model is the static model. So for the life history of the objects, it represents the temporal, behavior and control aspect of the system. It represents in three forms: temporal, behavioral and control, and it also describes the aspect of object that change over the time. The state are changing over time, and sequencing of the operations is called events that mark changes. The states that define the context for events and organization of events and states. Its state model specifies and implement control with the state diagram. So state diagram is a graph whose nodes are states and whose arcs are transitions between the states caused by the events. Each state diagram expresses the state model. Each state diagram shows the state and event sequence permitted in the system from one class of the object. State diagram refer to the other models. Action and events in state diagram becomes operations on the object in the class model. The references between the state diagram becomes interaction in the interaction model. The third model is the interaction model for the interaction among the objects. So there are so many objects are there. So the interaction between the communication between the object, it describes how the object in a system cooperate to achieve broader result. So after combining all the models, it becomes as a whole system. So how each model communicates, cooperate to achieve broader results. It represents the collaboration of individual object, the interaction aspect of the system, how individual object collaborate to achieve the behavior of the system as a whole. The state and interaction model describe different aspects of behavior, and both behavior need to be described fully. Start with the use cases that are then elaborated. Initially started with the use case diagram and then elaborated with the sequence and activity diagram. Use cases, sequence diagram and activity diagram documents the interaction model. So what do you mean by all three diagrams? Use case diagram, sequence diagram and activity diagram. Use case focus on the functionality of the system. It's mainly focus on the functionality of the system, that is what system does for the user, what is the use of the system for the customer. They document major themes for interaction between the system and outside the actor. What do you mean by sequence diagram? It shows the object that interact and the time sequence of their interaction. So time is important, the time sequence of their interaction. Sequence diagram shows the object that interact and the time sequence of their interaction. The activity diagram elaborate important processing steps. They show the flow of control among the processing step of the computation, how it flows of the computation. It shows the activity diagram. So all these are taken from the second textbook, object oriented modeling and design and UML. Object oriented modeling and design with UML by Michael Blah and James Rambach. Thank you.